Are you ready for some good news? The good news of what God has done in Jesus Christ is powerful to unmask and defeat all the diabolical strategies of hell. Here is today's text from 2 Corinthians at chapter 10, verse 5. We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to obey Christ. In ancient warfare, armies strategically fortified high places. An elevated fortress with high, thick walls gave an army all the advantage. Foes below could sling their stones and arrows all day with no effect. The warriors behind the strong walls on the hilltop, however, could fire at will on the helpless fighters below. Paul employs this ancient warfare image to describe the ways an unseen foe seeks to persecute the people of God. A spiritual stronghold, Paul says, consists of arguments and lofty opinions that are set up against the knowledge of God. Instead of a wall of stones, a demonic stronghold is a structure of thoughts. If there are besetting sins in your life or destructive behavioral patterns that you've tried everything to defeat with no success, you could be up against a stronghold. Like ancient physical strongholds, the power of hell delights to hide behind a wall of deception. Wrong thoughts are built upon one another like stones in a wall. If you want to take individual thoughts captive to Christ, it's better to deal with the stronghold rather than the individual negative thoughts. Beliefs produce thoughts. Thoughts produce feelings and behaviors. Too often, Christians try to corral their behaviors or lasso these individual thoughts, but Paul says it's much more powerful to tear down the stronghold itself. Instead of trying to defeat an addiction by greater willpower or more consistent accountability, it's better to find the wrong thinking that fuels the angst that makes the soul so restless in the first place. To tear down a stronghold, ask God to show you the wrong beliefs that lie at the foundation. Find the lie of the enemy and replace it with the gospel truth. When you do, the whole fortress comes down. The gospel is powerful enough to tear down any stronghold, and that's the gospel. Well, that's today's daily devotional, and if you missed this message about how to tear down a stronghold, I encourage you to go get it. It's free at sharingthelight.org.